This video will be about setting up your CSGO config, CFG or auto exec. What is an auto exec? What an auto exec file is it runs your commands that you put into the CFG file as soon as you launch Counter-Strike. Almost like the launch option section in Steam mixed with your config file. You can have many different things in your auto exec file to adjust your settings exactly how you need them. And you can copy this file and put it in any other computer with CSGO and it will load your command, binds or settings you put in this file. To find this CFG file through Steam, you go to your library, go to games, right click on Counter-Strike Global.
Again! Don't fucking interrupt my
Right click CSGO, go to properties, local files, browse local files. In here you'll find CSGO and CFG. To find it through your program files x86, go to that folder, scroll down to Steam, go to Steam Apps, Common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO, and CFG. Here you might not actually have an autoexec.cfg file. If you don't, I'm going to show you how to make one now and what program you'll need to edit it. First of all, you're going to have to download Notepad++. This is a very safe program. It's very popular because it's a lot easier to see the layout of everything compared to just Notepad. So once you downloaded that, you want to right click, new, text document. You see all your files change to the Notepad++. Name it whatever you want and then open it. Go to File, Save As. Make sure you select all file types, then save it as autoexec.cfg. There's a spelling right there, no capitals, no spaces, .cfg, and save. And you can delete this after you're done. We have our autoexec file, and now we need to figure out what to put in it. First off, you have your view model. You can get your view model settings by downloading Crashz Viewmodel generator. I'll leave a link in the description, or you can just search it up on the workshop. And you'll be in this little area. What you want to do is come up to here, adjust all your settings how you want them. I have mine already set. You can play around with these. You can look at some others. Once you've got everything set and you have all your settings done, press this button here, show commands. This will open up the console and you've got all your commands here. What you want to do is select all of it, hit Ctrl C, and you'll have them copied. Now you want to go back to your folder and paste them in the auto exec. Once you're back in your autoexec.cfg file, you want to first of all name your file. I'm going to call this LordGap's config or CFG, whatever you want to call it. These two little slashes here mean it's a comment or a name or something. When it's run in CSGO, it won't register any of this as a command or anything. That's what these two slashes do. And now you want to, I'm just going to label this view model and then just paste all the commands in. CS will run all these commands in the console and that will set up your view model every time you open up CS. Now we're going to do the crosshair. Now to get your crosshair, it's pretty much just the same as Crashz Viewmodel generator. You want to go to Crashz Crosshair generator version 2. It'll be on the workshop or it'll be in the link in the description, whatever you want. Come over here, there'll be a list of different crosshairs you can get. Choose the one that you want, change all the settings. Mine is number 4 because it's static. There's a gap there.
LordGap.
There's a size, a thickness, outline, alpha, dot. You can change all these settings. Mine is already exactly how I want it. You can test it over here. You can come around, look at some pros. You can come around here. You got some more pros and some YouTubers. You can come through here, test it on some bots. Once you're done, come back through here. Go to share crosshair. This will give you the commands in the console just like the view model. Ctrl C to copy all of that. Now you want to go back to your file. Once you're back in your file, it's pretty much the same thing. I've already got my little comment here saying it's a crosshair. Now I want to Ctrl V, paste all my crosshair commands in here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to binds. And these binds can be anything such as buy binds. I'm going to categorize them into buy binds, say binds, or miscellaneous binds, and default binds, just in case I'm playing on a different computer and the settings are different. So I'm going to categorize them now. Alright, so you can see I have buy binds, default binds, and other binds. Added a little space in there. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get the binds from my other auto exec that I had before this video, and I'm going to put them in here. You can find all your default binds in your config file that I'll show you in a second, and all your buy binds you should remember if you already had an auto exec. All the other binds I'm adding in are any talk binds, such as clicking L to say GG or something like that. That's what I already had. I'm going to get these from my other auto exec right now. So here I have all my buy binds. I've got bind insert, buy AK or M4, bind home, buy AWP, blah 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 blah. If you don't know how to get these, I'm going to show you how to get them now. So basically there's this really good website called Multi-Key Generator, and it lets you create buy binds for Counter-Strike. So you have three little sections here: numeric section, navigation, function keys. So what you want to do is click any key you want. These keys correspond to the keys on your keyboard. So I want to do insert first. And here it has your key there. It has, you can either select it to buy your primary weapon, secondary, Kevlar, Kevlar helmet, Zeus, any grenades either. So I'm going to select this as AK, M4A4 or M4A1S. Then you save it. And then after you've done all your binds, I'm just going to do one for now, but you can do it on absolutely any keys on here, as long as they're on your keyboard. Click generate binds. Now it will put the code in here for you, so what you want to do is select it. Select it, Control C, go back to your your auto exec, sorry. Scroll down, go to buy binds, and I'm just going to paste it in here where I had my other one, and paste it, and there it is. So here are all my default binds. These are default by the game, they're set by Counter-Strike. If you launch up the game for the first time, these are what your binds will already be set to. I'm putting these in here just in case they're changed on a different computer. I got these binds from the config file. I'm going to show you that right now. Is not 360, click on it, double click on it. Now this doesn't update very much, but you can copy everything in here that is default. You don't have to copy absolutely everything because you can see there's quite a lot of stuff. But what I did was copied all the default binds here and copied them and put them right into my auto exec right here. So all these are default. These are the ones that actually change stuff here. Got bind L to say GG, I've got bind K to kill myself, Alt for no clip, all these other things. I put these in here as other because they're not the default binds for Counter-Strike. As you can see here, I put F for voice record for my mic button, when that's usually K. I think it's K. I'm pretty sure it's K. But
K.
If you want to have a bind to say something or something like that, then I'll show you how to manually do it. It's just like typing into a console. You want to type bind first of all. Then you're going to put in quotation marks the key you want to press. Mine's going to be L. And then we're going to go over here, put in quotation marks, whatever command it's going to be. So I want to say GG. I want to have a GG key so I can just click it and then just get out of the game. And then that will be nice and quick and easy. So I'm going to type the command. This is what you type in a console as well. Say space GG. So that's the command. You can do it for kill, you can do it for no clip, you can do it for calling a vote, you can do it for your spray menu. And that's how you manually do it if you want to add in a different bind. Make sure if you have other binds here, say I've binded L, make sure that L isn't down here for anything or else it will confuse the game, and it will most likely do this one first and not this one because this one's first in the code. So if you have two L's or two K's or two Alts, make sure you delete one of them. Whichever one you don't want, you have to delete or else the code won't work properly. So after you've done all your binds, your view model and your crosshair, you want to go down. I've made a new subsection called sense or sensitivity, and what I'm going to write down is my window sensitivity. You can write this down in yours as well if you need to remember it. If you're on Mac, then so what you want to write down is Windows or whatever, or I'm just going to put the double slash in front so it doesn't get registered by the code. And then my sensitivity, I'm going to show you how to get it in a sec, but mine is 6 out of 11. And that's pretty common for pretty much everyone. So I'll show you how to get it right now. So what you want to do is you want to come down here and you want to type in mouse. Once this loads up, you'll see here additional mouse settings, options, sorry. You want to go over to your pointer options, and here you'll see select a pointer speed. So here it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 little marks here. And you can see that mine is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which corresponds to the 6 out of 11 I put here in my code. So if yours is over here, you want to put 10 out of 11. Wow, that is fast. If yours is 6 out of 11, you want to put it on 6 out of 11. Just keep it where it is, because if you move it, it will change your sensitivity. Just keep it exactly where it is. Remember what it was, go back to your code and write it in 6 out of 11. Easy peasy. So now what you want to do to get your actual sensitivity is you want to go to your console and type in sensitivity. And you can see here that it will come up with your sensitivity right here. If you haven't changed it at all, it will defaultly be 2.5. So right here, I'm going to put DPI or CPI, whatever you want to put, and 1000. This is just to remind me, this won't change anything. You can see here, I might put it down there. You can see here it's got the 2 slashes, so it's just reminding me. Alright, so here I'm going to put my sensitivity. So you write sensitivity, and then the value you have to remember. 1.15 is for me. And under here I'm going to put my zoom sensitivity just because it is different to most other people's. Also, I forgot to mention, if you do not want mouse acceleration, I'd put m_raw input space 0 here, and this will make sure that you have no mouse acceleration if Windows has defaultly set it to yes. Next, what I'd encourage you to do is look at my config here, my CFG here, and look at pro players configs. You can get them off ESEA, you can just download them, you can find them at a range of places, and just look at them and see what you could add to you. I've added my minimap, I've added some miscellaneous like FPS and game instructor things. After you've added your other settings you want, such as minimap or miscellaneous stuff or music mixer, you want to write this at the end of it and make sure it's not connected to anything. Make sure it's by itself so the console can read it and can run it. Host_write config, no capitals, no spaces. After you've got that written in, you want to go to Steam, you want to go to your library, you want to go to your games and right click on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, go to properties, go to set launch options, and at the end, if you have anything else in here, you want to write a plus and write exec space autoexec.cfg. This will run the file you just made. Press OK and you're free to run Counter-Strike with your new config. You can put this config in any other computer with CSGO and it will run your settings exactly how you put them in the config. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section and I'll answer them if you have any inquiry.
Cadbury said suck my dick and call me Skimmy Dip.
If you have any other questions or any concerns, list them in the comments and I'll answer them just like I've done on any other one of my videos. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you a little bit and I'll see you next time.